it also makes you disciplined. And once you're disciplined, like you're like a sharpened sword, man, like a well-tempered blade. And then you can go out there and operate in the world.
I'm going to do it. That's the haunting part, is that it's going to happen. It has to happen. And that's a fact.
I got to show you this. So Mark Manson put this quote up a few months ago, and I've not been able to stop thinking about it. The most important question to ask is, what pain do you want in your life? What are you willing to struggle for? Anything worthwhile is going to require some degree of pain and struggle. So, if you're oriented toward the pain and the struggle, you're probably going to be more aligned with what you're capable of accomplishing, rather than if you just orient toward the pleasures.
If you lack talent, you can't sit back and say, I'll start in half an hour. I can't do that. I gotta start now. And then after I get back from starting, I gotta start again. And then when I get done with that run or that study session, if it wasn't good enough, I gotta go back again. Because repetition is what taught me everything.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
It's easy to give up.
Hell yeah.
It's the easiest thing in the world to do. All right, man, I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Our mind, it's a box of surprises, and you have to challenge yourself to be consistent. I repeat, sometimes it's hard. It's what many people say, you like to go to the gym every day. Of course no. It's not true. Nobody likes to go to the gym every day. But you have to do it. Probably yes, because your mental strength is coming from that moments that in a hard moments, you know you should do it. So, and I do it because after that, maybe in the beginning you feel hard to start, but after when you finish the gym or cold plunge or even the training, you will feel better.
Discipline is the most important thing that you can have, regardless of your goal. You see, people focus on motivation, but motivation is BS. No one is motivated every single day. No one is motivated 24/7, 365. There are days that I get up where I don't want to train, but I show up. There are days where I get up and I don't want to be a dad, but I show up for my kids. There are days where I don't want to do my job, but I show up. Showing up, having the discipline to do things day after day after day will get you a lot further than motivation. Again, motivation is BS. Show up every single day. Focus on that, and everything else will fall into place.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Throughout history, we find that every man or woman who achieved anything lasting and worthwhile had engaged in long, often unappreciated hours, weeks, months, and even years of concentrated, disciplined work in a particular direction.
I don't care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
Nothing without discipline. Because you give up on the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
With discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote. Mm-hmm. And if you can do that, you could be successful in anything.
You normally are.
The brain is just like the muscle. You got to train it every day. It needs training, stimulation. And you have to push it all the time. You have to be mentally in pain also. Just like physically, you go for the pain period, to break through this pain period, to grow and to get stronger. You get only stronger if you break through the pain barrier also mentally. You have to sometimes suffer, you have to sometimes struggle, you have to sometimes fall, then you get up again, you may cry.
It's time to unwrap the potential you can be. Superior, man. It's within you. It's within every single one of us. And the people that have risen to that level were no different than any one of us. It's just they believed it and they're willing to work their fucking ass off to get it.
The quote goes like this: one day or day one.
Your very best. Your very best. Your very best.